Hi boys and girls, this is Ms. McLean, the math instructional coach. I am going to talk today about how to solve problems that add up to a sum of 20. I'm going to show you several different strategies that you can use. I'm going to show you from conceptual of using counters and all the way up to being able to help you solve it mentally. First of all, I want to talk about the use of counters for 9 plus 8. So if I'm solving 9 plus 8 and I have counters, I have two groups. I have a group of 9 and a group of 8. All right. 8. All right. And I can simply count these.
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I can count them to find the sum of 9 plus 8 equals 17. I can also use what's called a double 10 frame or a tween frame, and I can put my counters in each box. So I have 9. I'm going to change my color so this shows up better. And I have 8. Okay. And when I'm using this tween frame or double 10 frame, I can easily see what I need to make 10, which is going to help me mentally solve 9 plus 8. I see that I just need one more up here to make 10, so I'm simply going to move a counter up here to fill that 10 frame. I can look at this 10 frame and see that I have 10, and down below I have 7. So if I turn this 9 and I flex my numbers into a 10, I see that I have 10 and 7 more. 10 and 7 more is 17, and that helps me to know that 9 plus 8 is 17. I also could use my part whole mat, and I know I have the part of 9 and a part of 8, and with this I can simply move them to my whole as I count them. I can count on. If I have 9, I can add on my 8. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So my two add-ins, my two parts, which was my 9 and my 8, and I add them all together to make my whole equals 17. Something else I could use is a number line, okay? I know that, let me grab a pen, I didn't grab a dry erase marker. If I'm counting on, I can count on from my largest number, which is 9, and I can count on 8 more. So 9, I'm at 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many did I add? I added 8 because I have 8 humps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I land at the sum of 17. So I can count on from any given number. I can also think about this problem as the double. What is my nearest double to this? Okay, so if I know that 8 plus 8 equals 16, 9 is just one more than 8. So if 8 plus 8 is 16, one more, because my 9 is one more than 8, would equal the sum of 17. So we could use our base 10, we could use our counters, we can use part whole mats, number lines, and also think of it as a double. Let's try a different problem. If I have the problem 12 plus 8, I'm going to pull out my base 10. I have my 12. I'm going to use 8 orange ones. Okay, so if I have 12 plus 8, I can count on from here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. With this, I could also use my double 10 frame, or tween frame, as some may call it. Four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to fill in my up to 12. And if I'm looking at this double 10 frame, mentally I want to think, well, I'm adding 8 more. I see that there are 8 spots left. If I fill all 8 of those, I know that I will have 20, because I'm just using my number sense. If 8 and 2 more is 10, then I know that I've been able to fill the bottom 10 frame, and that fills all spots, and that is 20. Okay, I can also use my part whole mat with my 8 and 12, or because it's commutative property, and I can flip-flop those numbers around because I'm adding, I have 12 and 8. Then I could count on, put my 12 and count from there. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, using my part whole mat. I can also use my number line again. I know that I'm already at 12. I can add on 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've added my 8 for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 8 plus 12 is 20, or 12 and 8 more is 20. You could use the double on this one, but I would think more of this as being able to make a 10. If I'm solving this mentally, I already know that I have a 10, and I'm thinking, what do I know about numbers to make a 10? So if I know that I have 8, I can ask myself, how many more do I need to make a 10? Well, 2 more would make a 10. So now I have 10 and 10, and 10 plus 10 is 20. Thank you for working with adding up to 20. Remember to use your doubles as a strategy, near doubles as a strategy, 10 frame or double 10 frames, number line, part whole, and base 10 blocks.